Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I got an email from a subscriber, and this subscriber sent a donation. So thanks for your donation. Remember, guys, if you want to guarantee that your question will be answered, make sure you click the link below and send a donation. So this one says, I'm from Germany and I am 10 years older than you. I follow you on YouTube for about 3 years. You always have videos which are interesting and what you speak is very direct. I'm working in an office as an employee my whole life, and I think to be one day self-employed like a dating coach. But I don't want to go on social media. I prefer to give sessions/seminars to people in real life, not over the internet. I have only one problem. I don't know where to start. I hope you can help me. If you could recommend books, for example, to get good conversation skills and learn how to do dating coaching. So I would appreciate some suggestions of books which would lead me to being a dating coach. I think you have read a lot of books on dating and relationship game that can help me out. All right, so let's get into this. So basically, what it sounds like you're saying is you want to be a dating coach, but what it sounds like is you want to be a dating coach because you're tired of working your job, and you see myself or people like me doing what we're doing, and it looks cool and it looks fun, and so you want to jump into this and want to do it too. Right now, I'm not here to tell you that you can't be a dating coach. You understand what I'm saying? But what I will say is that the reason why you have so many horrible coaches out here nowadays is because they think in this way. You understand? And what happens is that you have guys out here who don't actually have experience, right, in the game, wanting to teach game, right? Or try to put some different spin on it, you know, to say, well, I'm not really teaching game. I'm just teaching this other thing or whatever it is. You understand what I'm saying? Like, dudes do that type of stuff because what they're doing is that they don't want to actually work their real job, or they don't want to work that job anymore. So they see guys like myself doing it, and then they want to, you know, pick up a mic and do this stuff, you know, just to get out of their situation. Right. The problem with that is that you're not really coming from a place of experience and a passion to actually do this to help people, because that's what a coach does. A coach helps people. But if you don't actually know what you're doing or know about the topic you're talking about, or you don't have any information, right, that you know you're knowledgeable about, you're not going to be able to help people. And matter of fact, what you're going to do is that you're going to make it worse for people. You understand what I'm saying? So, for example, you're talking about being a dating coach, right? And let's say you, actually go on this endeavor, right? And you're saying, what book should I read and all these other things, right? Or what information should I look for? What happens is that if you're looking for books and that type of information, then you don't really know the information to coach someone to help them, right? And then what's going to happen is that, you know, for example, you have, so-called coaches out here who will be like, well, you know, it's all about your looks and your money and your status and all that other stupid nonsense. And then they're telling this to the masses. And then this is where things mess up for the people you're actually trying to help, because you're not giving them information that's really going to help them out there. Because what you said was, you said you're 10 years older than me. So you're in your 50s. You said you've been watching me for about the last 3 years. So I'm assuming you were watching me to get help with your dating life. So the fact that, you know, you're this late in the game, right? And you're trying to coach, but you don't really have the experience to understand the game. That's kind of, you know, that's not really a thing I think that's going to work out for you in that capacity. Now, what I really think that's going to help you is, you're saying that you want to be self-employed, which is cool. But what I think would best serve you is to do something that's some sort of business where, you're self-employed, that you actually have the skill and know how to do, so that you can actually provide products or services to people that will actually help them. Right now, what I'm saying is, don't look at what I'm doing and just think it looks, cool and like, oh, well, Mr. Locario's doing it, I want to do that too. No, you might not have the skill to do what I'm doing. You understand what I'm saying? Right? Because the thing is this, we don't need another quote unquote dating coach out here who don't know what the fuck they talking about. We really don't need that shit. You understand what I'm saying? We really don't need that shit. You understand? And so what I'm saying is, you should, if you have the desire to be self-employed, but you need to dive into something that you're going to have knowledge on. And you just reading a few books, that's not going to help you become good at this game in order to teach it. You understand? See, like all the guys on the Real Game No Theory show, right? We didn't learn what we learned by reading a book. You understand what I'm saying? We learned by experience, right? And so what happens is that experience is the thing that we teach to help other men who need the help. But if you don't have that experience, you can't really help them, because all you would be doing is reading information out of books. But it's not, you're not really out there in real life hitting the pavement to understand certain things that you're not going to be able to get in that book in order to relay that information to the customer that you're coaching. You see what I'm saying? So again, it sounds like you are just tired of being an employee, because you said, you've been working as an employee your whole life and you want to, be self-employed. And that's fine. But get into something that you actually know how to do, right? See, it's like, that would be like me trying to, become like a fitness coach. Like, I don't know shit about none of that shit. The only thing I know about, fitness is, maybe like if you eat a certain amount of calories, you might lose weight. That's all I know. You understand what I'm saying? So because I don't know that, it wouldn't really benefit me to be a fitness coach, because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? So you have the right idea as far as, wanting to be self-employed, if that's what you want to do, because you're tired of being an employee. But you have to tap into something that you understand and know how to do. You understand? You got to tap into something that you have the skill level to make a certain thing happen in order to provide a product or service that's going to actually help the people that you're trying to serve. You see what I'm saying? Don't get fooled into trying to be no dating coach because you see me doing it and you think it's cool. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's not really, going to help you out here, right? I don't care how many books you're reading, right? Part of understanding this is that this has to be in you. See, a book can help you get a certain type of, information. Like you can get some information from a book, but it's not anything that is going to help you become a good coach. You understand what I'm saying? It's not going to help you become a good coach just by reading books. You got to actually experience the things that you're teaching your clients. And on top of that, what you got to understand is this, and I'll say this last thing, is that when it comes to this game, right? And I'm not even just talking about the dating game. I'm talking about the game of life, right? You have to put in a lot of work, right? to master what you're actually trying to do. So if you're trying to become this entrepreneur, you're trying to be self-employed and have a certain, business or whatever, you're going to have to put in a lot of work to make this happen. So I don't want you to come, into the situation, just based on emotion, meaning you're tired of being that employee. So all of a sudden you just want to be self-employed and you think it's just going to be this easy, quick switch. Oh, let me just read some books. You understand what I'm saying? And that's going to, make me become a dating coach. Because even in the comment you said, I don't want to go on social media. I prefer to give sessions and seminars to people in real life, not over the internet. Okay, cool. But how are you going to get your clients? Right? What other alternative are you doing to gather clients, right? To get them to pay you for your coaching services, right? Why would you not do something on the internet when the internet is available for you to get clients and for you to reach as many people as possible, right? But see, these are things that you'll learn as you are learning how to be self-employed, right? What's going to be best for you to get clients and do all these other things. But see, like I said, the way that you're talking about it now, you're talking about it on a surface level aspect, meaning that you're coming at it because you have the idea, because you're tired of being an employee, but you're not understanding the amount of work that has to be put in to do what you're trying to accomplish. So again, I'm not saying, and this is the thing. I'm not saying that you can't be a dating coach. I'm just saying that you got to understand the work, the actual real work that has to be put in order for you not only to be a dating coach, but to be an effective dating coach. Because truth be told, there's a lot of motherfuckers out here who claim to be dating coaches, but they are not effective. You understand what I'm saying? And the reason why they're not effective is because they got into coaching for the similar reason what you're saying. Just like putting on the coaching like they're putting on a hat, but it's not really in them. And then this is why they come up with stupid shit like, oh, it's all about your looks and your height. And, you got to have a good looking face. And if you don't have a good looking face, then women aren't going to want you. So, you got to have that. And it's all about, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, what are we talking about here? You understand what I'm saying? So, I don't want you to become one of these motherfuckers leading niggas astray. Right? And then you're making, you're just making shit harder for motherfuckers who really understand this game and who are really trying to coach for real. Right? So again, I'm not saying that you can't do it. I'm saying if you're going to do it, you need to do it right. Meaning you have to have real world experience. You can't just be reading some books and watching, YouTube videos for 3 years and think you're going to become some dating coach. It's not how it works. You understand? It's not how it works. So if you're tired of being an employee and you want to be self-employed, cool. Just make sure that you, one, understand what you're talking about and what you're doing. And two, understand that when it comes to this game, you need to put in that work to accomplish the type of goals you want to accomplish. All right. So that's pretty much it. Listen, guys, if you have any questions, click the link below and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.
My first topic I want to talk about really quick before we get into some other things is that I don't like bitch ass niggas. And the reason why I want to start off with that is because
game is about helping us learn the rules of manhood. And a lot of times what happens is we don't fully believe in the rules. We don't fully believe in the information.
You cannot fear rejection. we gotta stand on business out there. Meaning that the bitches ain't gonna even fuck with me if they don't think that I'm willing to go the distance behind some shit.
Everybody in this room, if you had a bitch ass moment, raise your hand.
When I say I am, I want you to say a motherfucking man. I am a motherfucking man.
Like I said, y'all should have bitches. I'm amazed. It's a struggle for some of y'all.
Once you find something that you're into, it comes before everything else. And then even when you deal with a woman who's into you, she has to compete with that thing, whatever the fuck that is, right?
Stand up if you believe in fear. Stand up right now. Everybody stand the fuck up.
You know, I say bitch a lot and nigga a lot, but you know, it's with good intention and a lot of love in it and whatnot.
If I'm feeling insecure, is this really me, or did somebody teach me how to feel this way?
I am a motherfucking man.